Happy New Year's, everyone. It's 2015, and like everyone else, I decided to start my year with a New Year's resolution. And unlike other resolutions that I've made in the past, this one I'm actually going to stick to. At least a month. I'm giving it a month. I'm going to try make it last a month. Because my New Year's resolution this year is to actually utilize my YouTube channel. And I'm going to do that by actually making my 30-day challenge videos and actually making it through the whole month. I think the last one I did was Marvel, and that fell apart by like day 4. So I'm starting off this year, all new 30-day challenge. This time it's Disney. Who doesn't like Disney? Maybe something that I'm comfortable in talking about will be, I'll be more inclined to actually make the videos for the challenge. Also, this time, instead of just doing it on only YouTube, I'm going to also do it on my Facebook page, so I get more interaction, maybe? Because again, who doesn't like Disney? And who doesn't have an opinion about Disney? No one. The answer is no one. So we're going to start it off with day 1 of the 30-day Disney challenge. It's my favorite character. Now, choosing one character from the plethora of Disney movies that exist, that's kind of tough to do. I don't even have a favorite movie, really. Not that I can just pull off the top of my head, but and picking one character from a specific movie or one specific character from any movie is just, it's hard. But I actually do have an answer for this one, and it's probably because I first experienced this character, I first saw this character when I was young. And the character at the time was pretty relatable because the character, when you first meet that character, is also young. And there weren't too many Disney movies where that was the case, where the characters start out young. Usually, by the time you're introduced to them, they're already at the age that the main portion of the movie, takes place. Case in point, Aladdin. When you first meet Aladdin, he's already, actually, I don't even know how old Aladdin is in that movie, but he's obviously old enough that he's pursuing Jasmine in a romantic way, like, as a potential romantic partner, and to the point where he's willing to go into the Cave of Wonder to get the lamp, and he's not a kid. He wasn't. I couldn't relate to Aladdin because he wasn't a kid. He was already an adult or teenager. Not sure. Really not. But this character, my favorite character, starts off as a kid. And again, probably why he's my favorite character, is because I could relate to him at the time. And looking back now, the story still holds up. And I'm talking about Simba from The Lion King. Now, when I say I relate to him, the only way I really relate to him was the fact that he was a kid. Cub. I don't know. Kid. We'll go with that. He was a kid. And he was ambitious and confident, and, he knew what he wanted, and he was going to get what he wanted, at least in his mind, at the time. And that was something that I aspired for, because when I was a kid, I was extremely, not much has changed. I'm still extremely introverted. I wasn't outgoing or assertive. And I guess it wasn't so much that I could relate to Simba, but that I could aspire to be like him. And that's what drew me to the character when I saw Lion King for the first time. And to tell you the truth, I can't remember when I saw The Lion King for the first time. It was a long time ago. But yeah, even from there, like, the progression of Simba's story it's great. Like, he starts out as this you know, ambitious kid. He's going to be king someday. He knows he's going to be king someday, and there's nothing is going to take that away from him until the very thing happens that, you know, tragedy strikes. Spoiler alert: Mufasa dies, and his entire world comes crashing down. His father dies. He thinks that he's to blame, and so in that moment, there not only is he a character you aspire to be, but at that point he gains your sympathy. You're sympathetic to that character. That his entire world just crumbles, and he runs because he thinks that he killed his father, and now there's a group of hyenas chasing him, and they're going to kill him too. And I guess at that moment he thought it was revenge for the fact that he killed the king, but I'm not really, or maybe he just ran because, you know, he feared for his own life, probably. But he still had to deal with the fact that his father was dead, and at the time he thought it was his fault. And then just the way his character grows, meets Timon and Pumbaa, you know, goes on his you know, his quest, his hero's journey, and comes to terms with the fact that it doesn't matter whether or not he was responsible for his father's death. He was the prince. His duty, his responsibility was to his people, or in his case, his pride. Basically, it doesn't matter how far you try to put your past behind you, you still have to face it and come to terms with it. And that lesson in it, the lesson itself is a good lesson, but the fact that Simba, who is this, he's a broken character. I mean, he's broken. Like that's it. He comes to terms with that is what makes him a strong character. The fact that he can see his mistake and that he lives up to it, or he owns up to it, and eventually goes back, you know, spoiler alert, defeats Scar, and, you know, reclaims his rightful place as king of the Pride, which is a, you know, that's the story. But yeah, and even then, he's another reason why he's a great character is that he's humble. Like, he's the king, but he's humble. He knows that he can't do it alone. That's why, I mean, he has his group of friends. Timon, Pumbaa, Rafiki, Nala, they're there with him. And he draws his strength from them. And, again, another admirable trait. Which, I mean, I guess that's a pretty common theme in Disney movies, is the you know, the idea that your friends give you strength. I mean, well, actually, I can't really think of too many other times when that is actually a main theme. But yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts. That's why I like Simba. He's a great character who goes through a horrible tragedy and learns from his past to redeem himself for himself. So, yeah, Simba's my favorite character from Disney. Lion King has been one of my favorite Disney movies my entire life. So, yeah, Simba. That's all for today's episode. Tomorrow is, of course, day 2, and I will be talking about my favorite Disney princess. Yeah. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, or the like button. I guess it's not really thumbs up on YouTube, no. It's a like. Hit the like button if you like it. That way I know that I'm not just sitting here talking to myself, that maybe, you know, there's someone watching, all 2 of you. And if you really like it, if you really like sitting there listening to me talk about random crap, hit the subscribe button. That would really make my day. And I'm sure that the people that are seeing this, again, all 2 of you, have a, you know, have an opinion on your favorite Disney character. It might not be Simba. I don't care. It's your opinion. But let me know who your favorite character is in the comments. And, you know, if you agree with me, great. That at least then I'll know I'm not the only one who thinks Simba's their favorite character. That sentence got away from me. Yeah, so, again, if you like Simba, let me know. Let me know why you like Simba. If you don't like Simba, let me know who you do like and why. So yeah, that's it for today. See you tomorrow.